Up next, the PITAKA Premium Woven Case for the 13-inch iPad Pro. So in a previous video, I took a look at 5 cases for the 13-inch M4 iPad Pro, and this PITAKA case arrived just a little late to make that video. Otherwise, it would have been 6 cases for the 13-inch iPad Pro. But I did want to take a look at this PITAKA Premium Woven Case because it is unique in that it will allow you to have protection on your iPad Pro, but also to be able to use this case with a Magic Keyboard, which is a key feature and one that I've found useful in the past. So let's jump right into it and start with the unboxing. So this is the premium woven case for the 13-inch iPad Pro 2024 M4, and it's from PITAKA. And as you can see, it is woven from aramid fiber. It is Magic Keyboard compatible. Again, that is a key feature. And it is also compatible with the Apple Pencil Pro so that you can charge the pencil while you have the case on your iPad. Back of the box. Premium aramid fiber, slim and light. It offers camera protection and it is wear resistant. So real simple packaging. It looks like this is the sleeve. Feels nice. You can feel that aramid fiber there. And you can see the little contact points here that will connect with the Magic Keyboard. A little bit of branding there says PITAKA. They have a little tab here. Oh, I just pulled it off. Oh, that was somewhat useful. Mag Easy case for iPad Pro 2024 installation and removal guide. Put that away. And that is a very, very thin case. On the inside you can see there's the magnetics there. The contacts going through there. And this material is thin, feels like plastic. And the back is aramid, woven aramid fiber. For extra added protection. Looks like there is a very thin bezel there, but then the cameras on the iPad Pro don't stick out as much as say an iPhone. And then you can see a little indentation for the Apple Pencil Pro. So let's go ahead and put the iPad in here. And here's my iPad Pro, space black. And according to the instructions, they want you to place it along the bottom first. So along the bottom and then snap. There it goes, snaps in place. And it's a good snug fit. I don't feel it rattling around in there. Let's see that Apple Pencil. Apple Pencil charging. So that does work. Let's remove that again. So overall the case is really thin. You have some good protection around the cameras, a little bit of a bezel. You have the connectors here on the bottom so that it'll work with your Magic Keyboard. Branding, PITAKA. As you can see, the side is exposed, so you don't get protection all around the iPad. You do have this exposed side, and this exposed side is there so that you can still be able to close the Apple keyboard. Let's go ahead and take the Apple Magic Keyboard, and as you can see, the iPad works with the case with the Magic Keyboard. So you can fold it closed, and with that, that open side allows it to close. Looks like though, let's see, looks like there might be a little bit of material up here. And there are tabs here that I can see, and it won't allow the keyboard to shut fully if you have the keyboard side up, but the weight will probably hold it down there. Yeah. So I don't know if you guys can see that. Probably see the light though. So you can see the keyboard won't fully shut with this case on there. I can press it closed. I don't know if that's hopefully not exerting pressure where it shouldn't be on the keyboard. Yeah, you can see that. But it works as a case. If you lay it flat where the iPad is on top, the weight will keep it closed. And most people will use it like that. They'll have it like that and open it. But if you are used to carrying your iPad around and like that kind of like really tight clamshell, yeah, it won't fully close with this case. And again, I hope it's not exerting pressure, unneeded pressure. You can see from the top, you can see that little sliver open. And when you hold it shut, again, I hope it's not bending something that shouldn't be bent. It'll fully shut with some pressure, but it doesn't lay shut like it should. And for those of you who Magic Keyboard, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And you can hear it rattling. I don't know if that would drive you nuts. It might drive me nuts. But I do like having my iPad protected. And when you do hold it shut, yeah, it does turn off the iPad. The magnetics still turn off the iPad. But there is a chance that if you place your iPad down like this on the table, this will pop up. There. So it does bug me a little. But again, I do like having the protection there. And what's great is when you open it, you can still, I mean, if you remove your iPad and want to use it this way, you still have the protection of the case for the iPad. Let's go take a look at the case itself then. On the iPad, you have openings for speakers, microphone, very clicky buttons on the side, very nice. Again, indentation for the Apple Pencil Pro, openings for microphone, speakers on the bottom, and a big opening for the USB-C port or Thunderbolt port. And then again, the one side is exposed to allow you to close the keyboard. Although you can't close the keyboard fully. You can, again, apply pressure to close the keyboard, but that's a missed opportunity, I think. But nevertheless, I'll probably use this case still when I travel, take it on trips, just for that extra added protection. But probably when I'm around the house, I'll probably remove it from the iPad Pro. Because that does bug me a little bit that it won't fully close. And it will fully close if it's weighted, but once you pick it up, yeah. So one thing I did want to point out, because I did have a PITAKA case in the past with my M1 iPad Pro, which worked pretty well. I mean, I don't remember it not being able to close, and it did, is the materials on the side. So let me take this off. I'll slide that off. So again, I did have this case for my M1 iPad Pro, and this is it. So these cases look about the same. The weave looks a little bit wider on the iPad Pro M1 case. This was with the 12.9. I actually kind of prefer this more pronounced wider weave on this one. But the one thing I did want to show was, since this case was also made of thin material, like this one, and this one actually feels a little bit thinner, but it does feel a little bit, maybe a little more flexible. So what I did have, the issue I had is on the corners, if you can see here, let me move this out of the way. The corners, if you can see here, the corners here broke off. And they didn't break off because I dropped the iPad. They broke off because from installing and uninstalling the case over and over, these points got weaker. And again, you can see they're kind of cracked off there. So both ends broke off. One end broke off first and the other end afterwards. It still worked, but sometimes it would slide off the iPad because there wasn't any more material there to hold it on that side. But the case still did work. And as you can see here, the materials, I think they changed it a little bit. So I'll have to see how that holds up when I use, or as I use this case. So hopefully these the material on these corners are a little bit more flexible and maybe a little bit more substantial so that they don't crack off or become brittle, but I'll keep an eye on that. So hopefully the new one holds up better than the old one did for me. Let's put this back in here. I think I'm gonna actually slide it in this way because that's some substantial material there on the corners. I feel safer getting those along the bottom that way and then snapping up here to get that on there. So overall, I will say I do like this case. I like the form factor. I like how it fits on the iPad Pro 13-inch. It really feels like it was made for it. It does hold the Apple Pencil and it charges with that Apple Pencil there magnetically. Great functionality. I like that it works with the Apple Magic Keyboard. The only con that I can find so far, just initially, is that yes, it will not close fully shut with the case on there. Although if you have it on the desk sitting this way, it will fully shut. It will close fully shut because of the weight of the iPad itself against the Magic Keyboard. So that's going to do it for this look at the PITAKA premium woven case for the 13-inch M4 iPad Pro. What do you guys think? If you've had a PITAKA woven case in the past, like I have, would you pick up this new one? Would the fact that the Magic Keyboard doesn't fully close, would that be an annoyance for you? Is that a deal breaker? So let me know what you think in the comments below. I'd like to hear your thoughts. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. Tap the bell to get notified when I post new content. If you found this video useful, please give it a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. And until the next one, please take care and be safe out there.